Welcome to Aurora Cellars virtual happy hour. We are in another great day in August here out at the tasting room. And today our special guest is Kristi Brown. Here she is. She's the Director of Event Sales. Hi, Kristi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. We have a lot we can talk about for a long time, but let's start with everybody. If you have wine, please go ahead. You don't have to wait. Go ahead. We're going to cheers and tell you what we're drinking. What do you have in your glass today?
I have the Cabernet Franc.
Oh, that's a favorite.
Yes.
Awesome. Have you always had Cab Franc as one of your favorites?
Pretty much. Yeah, it's more usually a fall, winter wine for me, but I don't know, I just felt like it today.
Right.
It's a beautiful day, not quite as hot, so I thought it was a good choice.
It is really cool and breezy, which feels good. We've had a lot of heat. I know some of you far away are probably still dealing with lots of heat, so come and visit us if you can, because we're feeling good today. And Cab Franc is next to us. We are sitting, it's off to the side of us, about 2 acres of our estate wines. Just going beautiful this year, so we're hoping for no storms, no hail, and stuff like that, so we can bring it in late October. As long as we can, we'll leave it out there, so hopefully it won't snow in October. Hopefully, yeah. So that's something we talk about in events a lot is
It
weather.
can snow after the 15th.
Right. So I was thinking last week I had somebody call me about a birthday dinner and what to pair with the different courses, and we got to birthday cake, and it was so fun. And I was thinking about this today in events, and so we have a lot of different. Do you have wine with cake? Does anybody? Devin is here with us. Thanks, Devin, for taking care of all the behind the scenes for us. We appreciate her. Can you ask if anybody has any favorite wine pairings with cake?
Certainly.
I forgot before we start, because this is part of it. I'm drinking Aurora. It's a sparkling wine. It's our newest addition to the sparkling wines at Aurora Cellars, and it's made from 100% Pinot Grigio, and it's in the Prosecco style, but I do have to say it's dry and just luscious. It's like just has such a great feel to it. It's great with lemon cake. Yeah, so a little sparkling wine, lemon cake, even though it's dry, it balances nicely.
It'd be a good summer pairing.
Yeah, and you had one that you were talking about, Brut Rosé.
The Brut Rosé. I'll shout out to Hannah's Bakery here in Lake Greenlaw. They have a pink champagne cake, and they make it with our Brut Rosé, and it's delicious.
I want to taste it. I'm going to have to go get some of that.
It is so good.
Awesome. Very fun. I love that. We also mentioned strawberry shortcake, which is kind of past us here. June, July, that happens a lot around here, fresh, but so Brut Rosé has stuff, your basic, everybody loves a good vanilla cake, and that's, Riesling works really well with that. And then chocolate, I always go Pinot Noir. Our Pinot Noir has like berry notes and just delicious light style, so it's great after dinner and with that chocolate cake. But I wouldn't hesitate to have that either. Cab Franc.
That would be a nice plan B.
Wouldn't hesitate. So that's really fun. Well, I had a wedding story since we're here talking about events, which we have different kinds of events, not just weddings, but my wedding story happened almost 25 years ago. Yes, I'm excited about that many years of celebrating with my husband. So we walked into, after everything else had gone just fine, we walked into our reception, and I saw a really, really beautiful wedding cake. It wasn't mine. it tasted great, but it wasn't mine. And so we were laughing about this. And good thing I was a pretty good even keel bride. So
Yeah.
I just laughed and we took lots of pictures.
That could be a disaster.
I know. Like, have you ever had anything like that?
No. Thank goodness.
So I don't hear about any of this with anything like our events that we do. And the attention to detail and focus on one situation. And you are part of that. So I was thinking what an amazing season it's been. The weather, the really been wonderful months that we started wedding season in May.
May
Okay.
19th.
Yeah.
No, we've been very fortunate. It's been a dry, warm season.
Yeah.
And we've had great celebrations.
There are squeegees, but we don't like to use
They haven't
them.
come out yet.
We don't like to use them, so yeah, we're some knocking on wood.
Not wood.
Are there any like highlights that you want to share that you're thinking about?
Other than the fabulous, we're so wedding numbers are back, guest numbers are back. We of course a couple of years ago with COVID, we had some challenges with events, but at the same time, some good came out of them, and we really learned from that and learned how to still celebrate and celebrate as safely as possible. But we now guests are out and ready to celebrate, and so the numbers are back, and we've just had some great celebrations this year.
How many guests? What's the max that you guys like to have at the Aurora Cellars estate?
We can seat for a wedding. We can seat up to 300 out there. We have two different boats. We usually most weddings are within the 200 range, but we do have some. We are capable of doing the 300.
That's
so,
fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Big
it's still,
celebrations.
even with that many people, it's still so private and beautiful
Mhm.
and still seem so elegant, even with all of that. And that's really neat. One of the things that we're going to do today, Kristi, is we're going to do a prize giveaway. So this is our Corksicle canteen.
I have one of these. They're
It's
amazing.
Isn't it? So hot and cold.
Right.
And how much does it hold?
It will hold an entire bottle. There's about this much. You have to do this.
You heard it here.
Right.
You're just okay.
So
you're just making it fit.
It's perfect. As a matter of fact, this summer I have enjoyed some bottles of rosé in mine out at the beach, and
It's safer. You
the
can take
outdoor
it with
concerts, and
So nice. So we're giving this away. So the question that you're going to answer, the person who answers correctly, or the person who is closest to how many weddings has Aurora Cellars celebrated here? And I'll give you a hint. We opened in 2014. If you remember, a couple happy hours ago, we talked about some of the Aurora history. We opened in 2014, and we know how many weddings there have been. So I want to know what you guys think, and we're going to talk about it later in our little time here together and tell you, but you have to get it into the comments, okay? So in the comments, Devin will be watching that for us. How many weddings has Aurora Cellars celebrated here? All right, that'll be fun. There's some other things about the Aurora Cellars estate, and there's a lot of other things to talk about with events, but the willow tree. So so we have some fun facts we're going to ask about that, and Devin's going to type those in for us. So let's see. There was a contest in October of 2020 where we named the willow tree. So what is the name of the willow tree? There's another one. It's a true or false. Does the willow tree have its own doctor? And then the last one is, how old is the willow tree on Aurora Cellars estate? So that's one thing we'll talk about later. It'll be kind of fun facts and trivia. So do you have any news on that willow tree? Is it like gonna grow anymore, or is it colors very
It's amazing. We really don't realize how much it has grown until you look at old photos, because we see the tree every day. It has grown quite a bit since 2014, and actually it has, and I point this out to folks as they're touring with me, there's a little willow next to it. It's actually part of that tree, and so it has an offshoot. It's flanked by a pond, and so willows love water, and it has grown underneath and up, and so there's another, and it's starting that on the other side. So eventually we're going to have
to the winery on motorcycles too. It's fine. Come and see us.
It's a great day for
Everybody's
that,
welcome.
too.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful day. So that was, I don't know what you're hearing.
Just talk louder.
Yeah, we'll talk louder. So that's neat, because the willow tree, I didn't realize how much it would continue to grow. And so people that follow us on Instagram even can scroll back through and see those
You'll
images
see the change.
and see the change. And in the winter, what does the willow tree look like in the winter months?
It will be kind of a golden yellow. And really, the leaves stay pretty much intact through wedding season. We don't see a big change in the willow until November.
Yeah.
And then it just gets golden, and then the leaves will drop at that point. But I mean, it stays golden all winter.
Yeah, I've seen but the leaves have dropped. It's still golden, and then all of a sudden, the first wedding, it'll be all gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
It loves that pond up there.
It's a
What
great
special
spot for
place.
first looks. Couples will do first looks under the willow.
Oh yeah.
Because it's such a special spot, and we've even had, I've shared the story, we have had a keyboardist once that was under the willow, a vendor, and no one even knew he was there. It's so full. I refer to the tree, this isn't the name, but I refer to it as the woolly mammoth.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
that is
yeah.
quite a tree.
That's not the
That's
name.
not
so
the
don't
answer.
put that in the comments. That's awesome. Well, so obviously we love weddings. There's lots and lots of wedding talk with our whole Aurora team, but there are so many different event options here, and I would love to hear more about what are the options. I know we're adding new things, so can you go through all the options?
Yes, events are growing at Aurora. We out of the estate, we of course have the weekend package, which is the traditional wedding package for the couples. They arrive on a Friday morning and have the property until Sunday morning. So it's a nice relaxing wedding weekend. We then realize some folks aren't necessarily looking for that weekend package, and so we have offered now a modified estate. And so it's smaller, it's just for the evening, but it seats up to 60 guests, and we book those Sunday through Wednesdays. So for those folks, that's an option. And then getting out of the weddings, we are starting to host some wonderful corporate events. We have companies. This is such an area for destination for even business, for retreats and annual meetings and such. And so coming to Aurora is a wonderful evening on the vineyard for their groups, and they're from all over the country, and they come in and enjoy a lovely evening on the estate, and so we are having fun with those.
They would have so many things to do in that area. The Aurora time and event here, but then the water.
They usually have a golf tournament
and the art, even the art scene, like so many golf tournaments. Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
What a neat thing for businesses.
So that's really catching on, and so we have had fun with those.
Where's their farthest? What the event, the corporate events? Where's the farthest people come from for our corporate event so far?
Oh my goodness. The last event, I was talking to a gentleman from Maui.
Maui? Isn't that special?
And even more special, he was letting me know that the sunset that we had out at the estate was actually a little bit prettier than the one he had just seen out in Maui. Well, I get it.
We know.
We know, yeah.
We know. Let's cheers to that.
We know.
Pretty as Maui sunset.
The secret's out. Yeah.
That's fantastic. What a compliment
Yeah.
to the whole ambiance and atmosphere.
Absolutely.
So corporate events.
Corporate events. We do nonprofit, fundraising. It's a great opportunity. We have some of those coming up that we'll host silent auctions and then have a nice gathering for folks in the tent, and so it's just a wonderful space. Even family reunions. Great space for that.
And that would, some families need that much space.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And those can be part of those event package too?
Yeah.
Is that?
Absolutely. We rent out, other than weddings, you can rent the estate property, and it's Sunday through usually Wednesday. Sometimes we can do a Thursday. We just have to make sure property's ready, for wedding ready on Friday. But they can rent the space and host however they see fit.
Oh, that would be neat. Because Mondays, a lot of reunions happen on Sundays.
Right.
A
lot of welcome parties. If the corporate companies are coming in on a Sunday, this is a great spot to start off.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So let's see. Weddings. So what about these? I know there were lots and lots of requests about tiny number of people, but people wanted to get married. Are there elopements? Is that part of a separate?
We are no longer offering the elopement.
Okay, but there's all the options of those other days.
Right.
Right.
They can do as they see fit.
Right.
If that's what they would want to do with that space. But we don't do just an elopement package any longer.
And then a newest one I was reading about that's coming up in the winter.
Holiday parties.
Holiday parties.
That's here at the terrace in the tasting room.
Okay.
The outdoor events we really host mid-May through mid-October, and then the tasting room for holiday party is a great spot. It's all dressed up for Christmas and the holidays, and nice area to bring in catered food, and we can host up to 60 guests.
The lights outside, the lights inside. There's fire pits outside.
Towers and
sometimes
tables
it's so fun.
And wine.
And that's in the evenings.
That's in the evenings. We will start. Private events would be after tasting room closes, of course, and so we would convert the space over, and then it becomes a private event.
So you would see
and your
all
group.
the beautiful lights at night, and a holiday gathering up to 60.
Up to 60. And this is the time, believe it or not, this is the time to start booking that. It's August.
It is. It's time to start booking that.
it's not for a holiday party. And you know, those can be again rehearsal dinners, welcome parties, anniversary gatherings, birthday parties, celebrations.
Yes.
A lot of different
Done some surprise birthday parties
Yes.
and different things in the
Yes.
past. So very fun.
Mm-hmm.
A really neat space. So that's awesome. So trying to recap, making sure we have all this. What months do we
All the
offer events? All the months.
Pretty
But
much.
different times, different places.
Right. Right.
But you have all of those answers for people.
Mhm.
So if you have an
Right.
idea, right?
Mhm.
If anybody near or far has an idea, you can email. That's the best way to
That would
reach
be
you.
perfect.
You can start with
Mhm.
that, and she will get back to you. So email events@auroracellars.com. And I don't know if Devin wants to put that right in the comments. That is where you can reach Kristi, and then she can make sure you have all the options and ideas that she makes happen. Like you help these people with their ideas and make it happen. And it's amazing. I love watching our events. Just incredible. And then what else did I ask? Who who can have a event at Aurora?
Everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone, everyone. So fun. That is fun. So I'm gonna ask Devin, did we get any comments so far about guesses on how many weddings?
We only have one from Jamie Gomri. She says 110.
Okay, so we have one guess.
And then Kristi's son-in-law says hi.
Awesome.
Love it.
That's it.
Okay. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you for guessing. And we're going to wait a little bit longer, see if some more guesses come in. And those anybody answering the questions about what the willow's name is, anybody want to guess? Try it out on the comments. All right. So that is a lot of fun events information. The last thing, is this waiting? Or do you want to?
Oh, well, we can give a little. Yeah, it's not actually in print yet, but it's coming.
Yeah? Okay.
We are boasting the Brides Magazine just named us in the top 20 wedding venues across the country.
That's
For this
fantastic.
state. And we are so excited, and really the only Midwest venue. We are in some amazing competition in that list, but we are the only Midwest venue represented.
We really
article.
are part of an amazing group of venues, and congratulations. That's really exciting, and that's
We're very
a real
excited
honor
about
to
that.
have Brides Magazine recognize
Right.
the estate and the property and Aurora Cellars. So thank you, Kristi,
Yeah.
for sharing that. We will
Yeah.
have to keep track of when that is published.
It's going to be
It's
soon.
really exciting. That's really exciting. So fun. Oh my goodness.
We have a guess on the name.
Oh.
What's the guess?
Lisa Patton says Winslow.
Lisa! Lisa! I know Lisa. Hi, Lisa. So that is a great guess, and we will talk about that in a few more minutes. So that's fantastic. Awesome. Let's see. We have some new stuff. One more new thing that is just in general here at Aurora Cellars. It's very exciting, and it's kind of starts behind us. Here is I have to read this because I want to get it right. Okay. We have a new happening. It's something new that's starting this week. It was a strolling, self-guided vineyard tour. There's nothing like this around here, and it's happening here at Aurora. So when you walk down the sidewalk and you're going to enter, you can pause. There's a sign that directs you to a vineyard walk, and what happens is there's a QR code on the signs, and you just take your smartphone, click on the QR code, and then you follow the signs. They have arrows, and it goes all the way around. There's different stops. It talks about grape varieties and all the special qualities and characteristics of our property here at Aurora Cellars. And the QR code, so I'm trying here to make this seem technically correct. But anyway, Drew pops up, our head winemaker. He is on a video, and so the video, there's different videos and him talking. So you're walking and getting this personal tour. Have you tried this yet?
We just got. I mean,
It's just
brand
started.
new.
So
I saw some guests doing that just before we got started.
Yeah, we were watching them walk as we were sitting there, and so I got to try a trial run yesterday. It took me about 17 minutes, and I was really patient. My phone is kind of older, so I was patient at the beginning, and then, but still, about 15 minutes, it was fantastic. I learned things. It was gorgeous. I don't very often get to that top point of the property, and the walk was not too hard or anything like that. I mean, it was. I'd want semi-casual shoes, not heels or anything, to walk through the vineyard, but it wasn't too hard, it wasn't too hilly, and it was just gorgeous to like get the locals and listen to you describe some of the landscape that we're feeling right now and how that affects growing grapes in our region. So you guys need to check that out. And stay tuned, because I think those videos, if you live far away, which is why we do these happy hours, so you can join us and partake. We'll probably have the videos going up on YouTube in the coming months. So stay tuned, and I'll be telling you about that. So that's the Strolling Self-Guided Vineyard Tour. I don't know how I'm going to remember that. Like maybe more wine? I don't know. That's a tough one for me. Strolling sounds good, though. I like to stroll. All right, so where are we at? Devin, how are we doing? Did anybody
Dorothy
meet us?
says hi.
Dorothy? We know Dorothy.
You know Dorothy.
Super fan. Giving her a shout out right now. So cheers.
Cheers to Dorothy, my mother. Cheers to Alec, my son-in-law.
Who commented off of Ava's Facebook.
Right.
So thank you, everyone who's joining us. This is fun. Kristi, it's always fun talking with you. It's easy. So we're going to just do a couple things to wrap up. So I'm going to tell you the answers to the questions and just give you a couple reminders. So do we just have one guess?
Yep.
From Jamie Gomery.
Yep, she was for the wedding, since she guessed 110.
Way to go, Jamie. It was 180. 180. We've been able to be a part of their lives, and a lot of them come back to see us and talk to us.
A lot of love.
A lot of love in this property. This exudes that, so that's awesome. And then Lisa got the name Winslow. That is the name. And we have true or false. It's true. It's true. Winslow has her own
Arborist.
Yeah, arborist. Yes, I say doctor. So yeah, isn't that something? And then when you met with Winslow's arborist, what did he tell you about the age?
He felt, and this was 3 years ago, I think, when we first had this done. He's guesstimating 50 years old, which I would have assumed older.
Yeah.
But it's a fast growing tree. So yeah. He said not to be surprised. It would be 53 now, and to not be surprised if she.
I think it's a she, but you can argue with me later.
Definitely a she. His name okay with it.
She's awesome. I mean, I think that's where we're at.
But no, he said to not be surprised if she doubles in size, which would just be mind-blowing.
That's gonna be a huge tree.
That's really
Already
nice.
is. So, yeah.
That's fun. So
Even more grand.
you can see photos on Instagram, Facebook, our website of Winslow, our willow tree. Just gorgeous. And if you visit, you're able to visit, you can see the little top of it over the vineyards. And then, let's see, so 53 is the age. Are you, anything else you wanted to share before I give the reminders and wrap up?
Yes, we are also now, we have our farmhouse listed on Airbnb.
Oh,
People can actually rent the farmhouse.
oh my goodness. How special is
Right.
that?
It's such a, for those that are familiar with the farmhouse, it is such a special spot.
It is.
And it is available now off of Airbnb. So we're offering, it's just a nice couple of days, whatever, all year, even in wedding season. Of course, not during the weekends. Weekends will be available starting end of October.
Okay.
And then that'll run through beginning of May. And then we would offer it even in season. So that's
You can
exciting.
find that on Airbnb.
Right off of
And
Airbnb.
it's so easy to book your stay.
Right.
And I know who's taking care of that, pays special attention to everything. So that'll be excellent.
And it's a short walk to the winery.
Short walk.
Wine could even be waiting for you.
Yes, it could.
We can take care of that also.
And in the winter months, you can snowshoe.
Mhm.
There'd be,
Which
so
we
there's-
have the snowshoes there. So,
Right. They're on site. You don't even have to rent them. They're part of that house.
Mhm.
That is exciting. There's been many people who have wanted that for years. So I'm so happy that they can enjoy that starting now.
Yeah.
Starting
It's
now. You
available right now.
can type it in right now. All right. That's good.
Yeah.
We covered a lot.
Covered a lot.
We covered a lot.
I think we did.
That was fantastic information and fun sharing this time with you. Our next virtual happy hour is September 8th. We're going to talk about what's happening, like how the harvest is coming, look at details of that, and it's the wine club allocation for the fall. So a lot of updates and information about the wine club. Then another thing is the last Cellars Sunday, which is the special Sundays that have been happening all summer, is August 28th. And that August 28th is Rhett and John will be playing music for us that day. So that's some fun. And August 28th, Cellars Sunday, last one of the summer. And the last little reminder I wanted to share with you is September 23rd. Wine Club members, September 23rd, we're going to have an evening pickup time with a band and some food samples. You can get, glasses of wine. So that is September 23rd. It's a Friday evening starting at 6:30. And that'll be a really fun time. You make it all allocation. And that's when that starts. So you can rewatch this as much as you want.
Over and over.
Rewatch. And last month I was with Drew, and the month before that was Joey, the head winemaker. Joey's our tasting manager. Lots of good information for all of these. Thank you again, Kristi Brown, Director of Event Sales, here with me today. I'm Dawn, Wine Club Manager. We will see you on